Need a room code? You got it. W, J, Q, J. The room code is W, J, Q, J. Room code is W, J, Q, J. Need a room code? You got it. W, J, Q, J. Welcome to the Scrollaceum. These talented trainers are about to face off to see who's the best at creating champion characters with unusual skills. Will the underdogs take down the heavy favorites? It's time to get champed up. In this first step, the trainers will be prompted to draw and name a particular type of champion character. They'll be equipped with 2 tools, a pen for drawing and a thick marker for coloring in. Once a character is drawn and named, it can be submitted. The timer's been set. Off we go. 20 seconds remain. Players need to name their character. The trainers are now moving on to creating a challenger. These characters will be the underdogs because their creators will see who they're competing against, but not what the contest will be. So they must analyze their opponent's unique skill set to create what they hope is a worthy challenger. Let's see the drama unfold. Second warning, name those characters. It's time for the main event. Here comes our first opponent. And in this corner we've got... These two will battle to see who is the champion of the community pool. Now this is a new duel. It's getting ugly. Some extra cash goes to the underdog. No running. In this corner we've got... They'll be facing off against... We'll decide once and for all who is the champion of underwhelming. They're evenly matched. That's incredible. I expected more. Now entering the ring. And opposing them will be... One of them will be crowned the champion of Dumb Alphas. My goodness! close one. So strong, but so dumb. Next up, it'll be versus. These two are facing off to see who is the champion of I'm Not Here to Make Friends. Oh dear, look away! Look away! Welcome to Slamtown! And mission accomplished! Moving on, we've got versus. One of them will walk out as the champion of sucking. Out the popcorn, this is a good battle. Holy smokes! Sweet success. Make way for versus. Only one of them can be a champion of getting arrested. It's the Clash of the Titans. Is that all she wrote? You have the right to remain a winner. Here are the scores as we head into halftime. Second warning, name those characters. Name those characters. It's the second half, which means it's time for the tag teams. Let's start things off with our first two fighters. Well, you hate to see this. It's a forfeit. Who needs a teammate? Not this fighter. Two new fighters enter the ring. Who is the champion of porta potties? This is getting drawn out. This is tough to watch. It's not over yet. Here's the next title up for grabs. The champion of Burn It With Fire. Will the trainers keep their characters or swap out? The ref just needs to call it. Holy smokes, I didn't see that coming. Oh, that might do it. Here come the reinforcements. The scales are beginning to tip. These two, they just work so well together. Here's our next matchup. You will decide who is the champion of condiments. We're watching a scribble quibble. We'll declare a winner after this next match. The champion of spicing things up in the bedroom. The trainers have a decision to make. It's a whole new fight. Here we go. Oh, they're pulling away now. Their chemistry is off the charts. It's time for our next bout. One of them will be the champion of the Walk of Shame. They're trading punches. This next contest could swing things. The champion of inspiring an Oscar-nominated film. This is pure pandemonium. Will the players tag out? Let's find out. I would hate to be on the receiving end of that blow. To name a more iconic duo. Here are the next two fighters. Who is the champion of Hitmen? It's neck and neck. It all comes down to this next match. The champion of needing a career counselor. What will the trainers do? Let's see. They're tagging out. More like a world chump, I'm just saying. We're witnessing an absolute thrashing. This, folks, is what a hero looks like. Moving on. You will decide who is the champion of early bedtime. Is that the nail in the coffin? Now they'll be battling for this title. The champion of Match.com. It's decision time. Will they be able to maintain this lead? The me versus the world mentality certainly paid off. Okay, folks, that was the final match. The judges are tallying the final scores, and we have
time.
Welcome to the Scrollaceum. These talented trainers are about to face off to see who's the best at creating champion characters with unusual. Will the underdogs take down the heavy favorites? It's time to get champed up. In this first step, the trainers will be... It's time to name those characters. The trainers are now moving on to creating a challenger. It's time to name those characters. It's time for the main event. Our first opponent enters the ring versus these two are competing to be the champion of attention seeking. My goodness! Get in the car, it's about over. Some extra cash goes to the underdog. Well, look at them. Please. Here's our next competitor. Versus one of them will walk out as the champion of the deep sea. I don't believe what I'm seeing. Get the ice pack ready. Absolutely terrifying. Up next. And in this corner we've got, well, you hate to see this, it's a forfeit. Way to overcome heartbreak. Up next. They'll be facing off against, these two will battle to see who is the champion of fertility. We're witnessing greatness. Make room! Up next. And opposing them will be, well, you hate to see this, it's a forfeit. Just like an ad for yard sales, that's a bad sign. Up next. Versus, we'll decide once and for all who is the champion of this player's future boss. This is what happens when an immovable object meets an unstoppable force. Now that's a managerial technique. And that takes us to halftime. Here are the scores. name those characters. "20 seconds remain. Players need to name their character." It's the second half, which means it's time for the test. Up next, one of them will be the champion of the barn dance. Wave the white flag. This one appears to be over. Here's the next contest. The champion of evading the government. Here we go. They're going to the bench. It's a whole new fight. I just did a spit take. Can stop these two. Moving on. Well, you hate to see this. It's a forfeit. A solo victory. What a feat. Up next. Well, you hate to see this. It's a forfeit. What a stud! Let's start things off with our first two fighters. Who is the champion of being raised by wolves? Just put it out of its misery. This is getting interesting. Now it's time to determine the champion of life coaches. What will the trainers do? This is pure pandemonium! The pen is fought. Here come the reinforcements! What a dynamic duo! Two new fighters enter the ring. One of them will be the champion of positivity. It's anyone's fight. Here's the next title. The champion of ordering fries for the table. It's decision time. It's a close one. Can they build? Holy smokes, I didn't see that coming. Tag team for the ages. Here's our next matchup. You will decide who is the champion of weakness. They're trading punches. It's not over yet. Here's the next title up for grabs. The champion of dropping out of college. Will the trainers keep their characters or swap out? It's a whole new fight. They're going to the bench. Is that all she wrote? It's a Dramageddon. It's getting ugly. There is teamwork, folks. Okay, folks, that was the final match. The judges are tallying the final scores, and we have a winner!